Hello guys, and good morning from Six Flags over Georgia. I am really excited to be back here. This is my second time here. I did not get to ride Mindbender last time, so that'll be new. And I'm extremely excited to get back on Goliath. That and Mako are so close for being my favorite B&M Hyper. I'm gonna decide that today, see which one I like more. Just really excited to be back at this park. This is one of my favorite Six Flags parks. That's one of my hot takes. I like it better than Six Flags Great America, Six Flags New England, Six Flags over Texas. It's like one of my favorites. This Goliath's airtime is just so sustaining. I just can't wait to ride that and just get on Twisted Cyclone again, ride everything. All right, guys, we're in the park. So it looks like similar to what I remember. Really like this entrance. About to head to Twisted Cyclone to the right. Decided to ride it for the first time in a couple of years. There it is. Never mind, it wasn't open yet, so we're going to Georgia Scorcher, I believe. Never mind, Twisted Cyclone it is. Just went for a ride on Twisted Cyclone. It's definitely like what I remembered. It's one of the shorter RMCs, one of the smaller ones as well, but it really does have some good airtime moments. It's a fun ride. Definitely one of the bottom tier RMCs, but still an awesome ride, and still a top tier coaster in this park. The last time I went, Goliath, which you can kind of see peeking through, was definitely my favorite in the park. Just did a little marathon of Goliath, which back when I first rode it, I said was one of the best B&M Hypers out there. And there's just no question that I stick by that statement. It has the best airtime. It has the most powerful and sustained airtime out of all the B&M Hypers. And the only reason that it's my second favorite and not my first is because it definitely has a little bit of a rattle, which doesn't really take much away from it, but Mako is glass smooth and has like a really good airtime as well. And I just love the setting. Like Mako takes the edge by just a little bit on my rankings, I believe. However, this is an amazing B&M Hyper and probably has the best layout of any B&M Hyper. And I just got a Zen ride in the front row and a couple other rides too. And guys, it's not the tallest B&M Hyper, but the drop is still a really good drop. You can see the whole city of Atlanta from the skyline, including the Mercedes-Benz Stadium of the Atlanta Falcons. It's just a really good ride. Everything about it is great. Just love the area around it in general. There's just not many people here today either, so had great luck with crowds. Gonna knock out Daredevil Dive since I heard it gets a long line in the middle of the day, and that definitely was the case last time I was here. Let's get it. Daredevil Dive is definitely still a ride. It's just a pure fun coaster. I'd like to have something like that at my home park, Kings Island. The layout's fun, it's glass smooth, it's got some good whip, and the drop's really fun too. Just a fun ride. Gonna get my first ride on Mindbender. It was under construction, or not under construction, but getting redone into Riddler Mindbender last time I was here, so let's get it. Mindbender was a good coaster, had some good positive G's, decent airtime. The loops were definitely good. Definitely a fun ride, definitely glad to get on it. About to ride the best Batman clone. Let's get it. Yeah, this Batman clone is far and away the best Batman clone. The intensity of that is unbelievable. I grayed out like 4 times. Last time I didn't really see it as the best Batman clone by a lot, but this time I definitely do. The intensity is just unmatched, and the pacing of that, like, it might be the most intense invert. It just might be. It's that insane. So definitely a really fun invert. Definitely a great Batman the Ride clone. This park does have resemblances of Dollywood back here with all the hills and just the way it looks in general. Really like it. We're about to head back to like the Superman area. Haven't been back there yet, so we're gonna check it out and see if it's open. It's like a solid blue face back here. Blue Hawk in the distance. Probably won't ride that this time. We probably won't stay much longer because we've pretty much gotten a lot of rides in already. We might head to Dollywood later, we're not sure. But definitely still a dope day. I'm going to attempt to get a ride on Superman Ultimate Flight. This is definitely my favorite Superman clone. I'm not positive if it's open. It's hard to tell from here because it doesn't seem like a train is gone, but let's see what's going on with it. Yeah, this Superman clone as well is easily the best. This is by a wide margin my favorite Superman clone of Ultimate Flights. This is closer to like Manta and then Tatsu than it is to the other Supermans. It's the the ground always, it gets closer to you because it's on the terrain, and it's so much smoother. And I always have been a big fan of flying coasters, so I actually like them more than inverts in general. So really like the ride. The iconic Great American Scream Machine is sadly closed. However, I'm not a big fan of it, and I've already ridden it, so it's not a huge deal. But we probably won't even ride Blue Hawk, so it doesn't really matter. Just some thoughts in general. This, to expand on my thoughts on this park in general, I really like the experience in general you get here. I like the way it looks. I like the rides a lot. I think they have a nice lineup. They've got a little bit of everything. And I think this and Great America are really close for being the better Six Flags park. I definitely obviously still prefer Great Adventure, Magic Mountain, and Fiesta Texas, but I really like this park. Hitting some final rides on Goliath before we head out. Gonna confirm or not if it is my favorite B&M Hyper or not. Yeah, this is absolutely the best ride in this park. It's really not even much of a debate for me over Twisted Cyclone. Twisted Cyclone's a good ride, but this is just a better ride. In terms of it being my favorite B&M Hyper, my oh my, is it so close. This and Mako just crush all the others in my opinion. However, I think I'm gonna take Mako just by a smidge, just due to that rattle. But this layout is better, and I think this the amount of airtime on this thing is insane. The 3 airtime hills at the end, you don't even hit your seat before you get sent up back into another airtime hill. So you get like slammed. It's crazy. It's just a great coaster. Guys, that's gonna do it here for our day at Six Flags Over Georgia. I'd already been here, but it was great to get back. Just love the park. It's always gonna be one of my top Six Flags parks. Goliath is just the highlight. Twisted Cyclone good too, but just a great B&M Hyper. Thanks for watching. See you next time.